Metal, back with another video. The topic of today's session: 3 elements that separate real metal, the good stuff, the stuff that makes me want to be into this genre, this niche in the first place. These are the 3 characteristics that define what it means to be good metal, in my opinion. And furthermore, what does Buff Metal do on this channel here? I link metal and philosophy, right? So in that vein, I want to say that these are the 3 traits that I also look for in humans, in other people, right? If you have these characteristics, probably gonna like you, man. You know, like it's real simple stuff, right? I'm gonna break it down real easy, but I think this is a good mark for what makes this whole niche work to begin with, right? So getting right into it, what is the first element that makes the metal rule, that makes it go hard, that makes me enjoy it and make it feel like real to me? What makes it feel so special? Rawness, right, baby? We're talking the nitty gritty, the moonblood, the blasphemies, all the stuff I've been talking about lately, man. I love how raw all that stuff is, man. And why do I love the raw, right? What is it that makes raw music feel so like cool and like tangible or whatever and human? It's because it's just that, man. It's like, it feels like there's less of a separation between a bunch of producers and a bunch of like BS between you and the artist. And one of the coolest things about the underground, man, is that, you know, we get to be pretty close. The separation between us and the artist that we care about feels way less. And I think like lo-fi production kind of plays a like key role in that, right? Like, I think it's important to keep that alive because we hate overproduced BS, dude. If you listen to Sleep Token and you think you're listening to metal, dude, you are, yeah, oh man, it's so funny. And I'm not trying to talk bad about the dude. Actually, I thought this was a pretty funny thing I ran into today. Actually, while I was coming out of my apartment, some dude was like, "Nice shirt, man." And I was like, "No shit, dude." I was like, "Yo, you a Dark Throne fan?" And he was like, No, I just like the shirt." And I was like, "Oh, thanks, man. You should check him out." And I was like, "Do you like metal?" And he goes, I just started listening to Deftones." And I was like, fucking not quite metal, man, but like, you know what? I appreciate it. You know, maybe you'll get there one day. I thought that was a funny story. I wanted to tell that one today. But anyways, man, good luck to that guy. I hope he can find out who Dark Throne is and go down a rabbit hole. But you want to talk rawness, dude? Dark Throne, all the rawness for days. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, that makes it feel like there's something real and tangible to the music, right? Like there's actual human beings behind it, not fucking computers just trying to bebop, boop, bop, bop, beep, 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 computating musical genre for you. You know, that's what 99% of all pop and shit feels like today. It just feels like fucking overproduced garbage, unlistenable, and even like mainstream metal and shit, man. It's not, in my opinion, something I really want to give time or even money to. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you could say that a lot of these bands and, you know, people too, like, that I appreciate, have a bit of rawness. They got a raw edge, right? Like a lot of the funnest and like most interesting people, at least, well, it would be nice and say interesting, you know, they're all pretty raw people, right? Like I've met a good handful, especially going to metal shows and stuff, but even before that, just in life, man, a lot of the people who had the most character and the ones who I have the most laughs and the most fun with, pretty raw, man, pretty unfiltered people. And dude, if you got that trait, we're off to a good start. Now, that only goes so far, though. What is the second trait? Well, that's the other thing I certainly come to extreme metal for, and that would be power, baby. I love power. I'm a fiend for the power, right? And now, dude, throw on some blasphemy, throw on some conquer, and tell me you ain't feeling powerful. Tell me you ain't feeling like you could, you know, annihilate the world to the sounds of Goat Moon or even Argo Slent or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so many of these bands in the underground are so cool, dude, because they feel like they embody actual power, you know? It's not just fucking, like, when you listen to Slipknot or any of these fucking wimp bands, dude, it's like, you start hearing that, like, it's like whiny, dude, and that's not... dude, I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of a Slipknot song or something. I can't really come up with one off cuff, but like wimpy lyrics and like depressing shit and all that, like things that make you feel like, wah, wah. It's just like, dude, get that shit the hell out of here, man. Keep it the hell away from me. I don't need that energy. I don't get down like that. I like the shit to be powerful. At least if it's gonna be like super produced and shit, let it be something relatively like, you know, like Judas Priest. I mean, you could say Firepower and Invincible Shield are pretty, you know, super polished, produced albums. And you can go back to the 90s and say that too about like Painkiller and all that, but that doesn't really matter because the power is there, dude. It feels like it's trying to give you energy, right? And that's what I mean by the power. And again, things I look for in friends and other people and stuff like that. You know, I like powerful people who feel like they have an energy, a charge to them, and they want to like give it to you. It rubs off, dude. You know, it's like, it's infectious. Just like they say, you know, misery loves company. I think power loves power too. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're around miserable people and people who are just want to, you know, they just want to bitch about their lives and their wives and their friends, and they're all bitching, and which is 99% of people. Hence why you will not catch me, you know, just trying to party it up and blah, blah, like, by no means am I a very social dude, right? My home life is so goddamn good, you know, that I rarely find that I go out looking to do much with people. Not to say I hate people or anything like that, you know, like I still got some homeboys from my you know, hometown and shit, but what I look for is that power, that energy, something that I can relate with that's going to rub back off. And you feel like when you're with this person, like, yeah, dude, I would charge into Mordor with you, man, for Frodo, brother, you know, as I look at Gimli and Legolas, you know, and the three of us charge the damn gate, you know, that's the shit I'm looking for in a friend, man. And in music, you know, like, I think that's just such a low bar, but like, it seems like, actually there have been studies done that the number one thing that bonds people, unfortunately, is negativity. So again, man, you want to be part of the masses and you know, like, do what everyone else is doing. Just remember, man, people love being miserable, man. And I find that in the underground and the metal scene, dude, people here want to party a bit more. You know what I'm saying? Throw on the municipal waste and fucking, I don't know, get down, get some thrashing in. You know, it's not like just about bitching and bitch shit, you know what I'm saying? Which I just can't. I got no room for that in my life, you know? So, number 2, power. Now, what is 3? What is the last trait? The thing that I look for in my metal, in my friends and the people I keep around me and shit. You know, one of the most important things you can do in life, fun. Having fun, right? Real simple one here, all right, guys? I like just people I can have fun with, man. Records I can have fun with. Like, things that when I listen to them, they make me go, huh? The fuck? You know, like, or make me laugh a bit. And I do find, even in the tough guy metal that we're talking about here, like Blasphemy or Conqueror, you know, they say the war guy metal's the tough guy shit. I don't know, man, like, sometimes when it's just blasting so hard, it's almost like comical to me. You know what I mean? Or if you listen to the Mortician, like, dude, that shit blasts and goes so hard. Sometimes it'll like make me laugh a little bit, man. And I realize, like, man, this shit's just fucking fun, man. It's just fun, you know? And I find that that's what a lot of, you know, people need in their lives. And that's one of the things that attracts me to all this shit again, too, in the first place, is that seems like people want to have actual fun here, all right? They're not coming here to mope and blah, blah, blah. You want to mosh, damn it. You know what I mean? You want to get stuck in the mosh, you know? Like, you want to get, or stuck in the mosh, caught in the mosh, you know, to quote the Anthrax. Dude, underrated, most underrated band of the Big Four, in my opinion. God, do I love me some Anthrax. But, you know, man, that's music you can have fun to. You know what I'm saying? That's like shit that you want to like throw on, crack some brewskis, get in the pit, thrash around, you know, or like kind of, it's got like almost like a goofy charm to it, you could say, with like a band like Anthrax, you know. I feel like Scott Ian's got a good sense of humor after all the SOD stuff, right? And dude, mainstream music just doesn't have that. Dude, try go listening to like, again, any of those mainstream bands, but even like Tame Impala and shit, dude, and it's just like, dude, you guys sound like you're trying to be cool or trying to be something else, something that I don't care to be, you know? And Dude, I think that's the thing with metal, man, is it doesn't seem like a bunch of people are here trying to be cool. Seems like a bunch of people are here trying to have fun, you know? And again, if you're a person like me, I'll get along with you so much easier if you just got a good sense of humor, you're lighthearted, and you can, I don't know, relax and have some goddamn fun. You're not trying to be a tough guy. You're not the, this is my metal, you can't have it kind of dude, you know, dude? Because at the end of the day, what are we talking about here, man? It's fucking music. See, we're just all trying to have a good time, you know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to rant about today. Buff Metal, signing out. Subscribe to your boy. Let me know what you think. What are some wimp bands that don't define what we're talking about at all, that drive you nuts? What have you been listening to? What's some fun shit? Leave it down in the comments. If you think it hits all these traits, let me know what it is, man, and I'll do my best to check it out. But anyways, Buff Metal, I'm out.